Sorry for the interruptions. Okay. Can you hear my voice?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So income from the layers, okay. You have answered for the income from the swine also 490,000 rupees, okay. So here there is one slide regarding the income from the slide, but the answer is wrong, okay. It was the rupees 7,000 has to be again multiplied with the weight 70 kilogram, okay. The answer will be 490,000. So this is the assumption for the income from the crops. First, the price of the coconut is 80 rupees. Okay, can you anybody know how many coconuts are in the farm?
150.
Okay, 150. And the yield of the coconut?
100 nut per tree.
Okay, 100 nuts per tree. So totally there are 150 trees has to be multiplied by into 100. Into 100 mean in one tree there will be 100 palms per year. So that has to be multiplied by 100. Again into 80. So the price of one coconut is 80. So all the coconuts has to be multiplied with the 80 rupees. Okay. By that we can calculate the price of coconut. And price of banana rupees 100 per kilogram. Price of paddy rupees 120 per kilogram. And paddy straw can be used for bedding materials for the livestock and feeds. So this is the income from the coconut. Totally there are 150 trees. Okay. Into 100. This is the yield of the coconut, which I have already given you. Into 80 means 80 rupees. All this has to be multiplied. And income from the banana. So the yield of the banana is 40,000 kilograms per hectare. This is also an assumption which I have already given. Okay. In 1 hectare, the yield will be 40,000. And we already calculated the area of the banana plant. That is 0.146 hectares. And in this slide, you can see the price of banana, that is rupees 100. So rupees 100 into 40,000 into 0.146 hectare, we can get the answer. And income from the paddy, again 0.5 hectare per season. So there are 300 kilogram. The paddy is cultivated in 0.5 hectare area in 2 seasons, and the price of paddy is rupees 120. All has to be multiplied. So this is the total income from the farmer. Do anyone have any doubt regarding this income from the crops? Any doubts? Okay, if you have any doubts or if you want me to do the calculations just as I did earlier, you can inform me through the chat section. Okay, if you want me to do the calculations, I can do it in the next class, okay? Because the Zoom is somewhat loading for me. That's why I got the connection troubles. Okay. Assumption from income from the fish. Here you have to note one thing. Okay, I'll tell it later. Fish production is 500 kilograms per season per hectare. Price of the fish is rupees, not 200. Change it to 150. Okay, when you are writing the answer in your notebook, change it. Okay, rupees 150 per kilograms. So we already know we are rearing the fish in an area of 0.5 hectare. Okay, with in 2 seasons. So the fish production is 500 kilograms. And the price of fish is that 150. Okay, please don't write the slide as it is. There is some corrections. Okay, as I am using the phone, I could not able to correct the PowerPoint presentation. Please you note it. Okay, I am sorry for the mistake. Please correct it. The price of the fish is rupees 150 per kilogram. So then we can calculate the income. So fish production is 500 kilogram, and there are 2 seasons. That's why it is multiplied by 2. The hectare is 0.5 hectare, and it will be multiplied with the price. That is 150 rupees. The income from the fish is rupees 75,000. Okay, if you are taking your screenshots, you may get confused when you are studying the same slide again. You may think why there is 200 in the early and why there's 150. Okay, make the corrections or clearly note the corrections anywhere else. Okay, now it is new section for both group 1 and group 2. Okay. Actually, normally I will not take both groups at one because I know both are not same. That means the level of class or level of the session is not same for both. That's why I'm not preferring to annex the class, and you are 110 people, and it's really difficult for me to maintain 110 people because I want to check the answers of you all. That is difficult for me. Okay, earlier in early questions about 55 answered. That is okay. That is somewhat good. In 110, 55 people answered. Okay. And as it is a final class, there's no problem. I don't want to make it as an issue. But please be confirmed that again, when you're putting the class, if you're going to join the class, inform the demonstrators who are teaching both the class, agronomy as well as animal science. Okay, ask permission from both.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Assumptions for expenses. Price of concentrates, rupees 40 per kilogram. Other expenses for a cattle, rupees 200 per year. Goat, rupees 1000 per year. Swine, rupees 200 per year. Layers, rupees 100 per year. And rabbits, rupees 100 per year. Okay. Earlier, we calculated the amount of concentrates. Normally, we are using the concentrates for what? Can anyone answer for ruminants or monogastric animals? Which animal? Ruminants or monogastrics? So there are two kinds of feed items, no? Roughages and concentrates. And we feed roughages to one kind of animals and concentrates for one kind of animals. Which animal consume concentrates?
Ruminants, ma'am. Monogastric animals.
Okay. Get a conclusion. Ruminants or monogastrics? Concentrate ruminants. This is basic of animal science.
Concentrate monogastric.
Monogastric.
Just
Yes. Concentrates is for monogastrics. Ruminants, we will feed roughages. Okay. Okay. Anyhow, I will revise, but okay. Please study hard, okay? Because all the other exams are finished. You are the only one batch which is remaining. So soon you are also going to have examinations. Okay? Please be sure about the basic things, the terminologies, what is roughages, what is concentrates, what are ruminants, monogastric, the basic difference, what is fodders, what is pastures. Okay, these kinds of questions they will ask you in the Viva. If you fail to answer, they are going to blame us. Okay. Anyhow, okay, let's move on and let's finish this practicals first and then we can revise. Okay, other expenses and for cattle, goats, swine, layers, and rabbits, these are all our assumptions. Okay. Price of urea, TSP, MOP, and 100 kilogram of manure is here. Please note the price. This is somewhat different now. Okay. Sometimes in the spot, they will place the urea and they may ask the price of urea. A fingerlings rupees 5 and paddy seed rupees 2,500 per hectare per season. Okay. Okay, we are having the urea, TSP, and MOP samples. Sometimes the sample may be displayed in the spot examinations. Okay. You can identify these fertilizers with their color. And in case of agronomy, this is a common questions. They will place all these fertilizers and they will ask the nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium per percentage. Okay, this is the answer for the expenses per year. Cost of concentrates 91.66 kilograms. Okay, don't confuse that where we how it come. We already calculated it in our previous calculations. Okay, the amount of concentrates used by the livestock per day is 91.66 kilogram. If you have your previous notes, please go and check again. Okay, if you write all the calculations in one paper clearly and neatly, it's very easy to understand. Okay, earlier we calculated the amount of concentrates that is used by the livestock per day. That answer is 91.66 kilograms. And the price of the concentrates is rupees 40 per kilogram. That is given in the previous assumptions. Okay, this is the price of concentrates. And we calculated the amount of concentrates, we already calculated the amount of concentrates, but that is for only one day, 91.66 kilograms. But here we are calculating the expenses per year. That's why we are multiplying it with 365. Okay. This is cost for concentrates. And cost for livestock and poultry, that is very easy. Because just look at the data, cattle rupees 200 per year. For one cattle, we are spending rupees 2,000 per year. For one cattle, we are spending rupees 2,000 per year. So there are 10 cattle. So 2,000 into 10. Just like this, we have to calculate it for goats, swine, layers, as well as rabbits. The answer is 68,500, not 60,500. Okay, again, there's a mistake. Please correct it. Okay, cost for livestock and poultry is 68,500 rupees. And cost for paddy seeds. Okay, here for this, you can use this data. Rupees 2,500 per hectare per season. This is the cost for paddy seeds. For 1 hectare, for one season, we have to spend 2,500. We are growing the paddy in 0.5 hectare in 2 seasons. Then we can calculate the amount cost for the paddy seeds. 2500 will be multiplied with 2. This 2 means 2 seasons into 0.5 hectare. Again, look at the assumption. Paddy seed cost is rupees 2500 per hectare per season. That means in 1 hectare for 1 season, we have to spend 2500 rupees. Here we are having 2 seasons and 0.5 hectare. So that's why the cost of paddy seeds is rupees 2500. For fingerlings, there are 1000 fingerlings. This was also data which we studied earlier. 1000 fingerlings and 2 seasons, okay? Same as the paddy, because there is an integration between the paddy and the fish. Okay, fingerlings is the small one of fish, okay? So there are 1000 fingerlings and 2 seasons, and the price of the fingerlings is given in the assumption, that is rupees 5. And cost of urea, 132.3 kilograms. That is the amount of urea that is needed, which we calculated earlier. Okay, we check your notes. These are the, we already calculated the amount of urea, MOP and TSP needed. So that is the amount of urea is 132.3 kilograms. That is for both coconut as well as prophages. And cost for MOP is 75 kilogram into rupees 100. And cost for TSP is 75 kilogram into 100. So here in this assumption, the price of urea, MOP and TSP is same. Okay, normally when we are looking about the current price values, these all are different, okay? So it's my suggestion, you better take the price of urea, TSP and MOP, which is, you better to search in the internet to get the data about the current price of urea, TSP and MOP. Because if the value is not given, you can take your own assumptions based on your data which you collected. Because I'm not clear, it's based on the examiner. Sometimes they will give the value for all these things. Sometimes you have to take the value. You have to search and take the values. Not only for this fertilizer, sometimes they will not give the price of milk, manure, goat milk, and the price for the labors, the price which we are giving to the labor. Sometimes they will not give all these kind of data. So you have to take your own assumptions. Your assumptions must be near to the correct values. Okay. For an example, if the price of urea is rupees 200, if you in your assumptions, if you take the price value as 175, 150, 210, that is okay. But if the price of urea is 200, if you take the assumptions as 50 rupees, that is wrong. So you must know the values somewhat correct, okay? The milk price may change from district to district, but try to get an approximate values. Okay, now let's move on to our subject. Cost of urea, 132.3 kilograms, that has to be multiplied with rupees 100. Same for MOP, 75 kilograms will be used for the foragers into 100, that is the final value. Cost of TSP, again 75 kilogram into 100, that will be the final value. Cost for green manure, there's one data. Just check. For 1000 kilogram of green manure, check the fourth data. For 1000 kilogram of green manure, the price is 3,500. So we already calculated the amount of green manure that will be produced. That is 876. So the cost for the green manure is 876. That will be multiplied with 3,500. Should be divided by 1,000. So this is the total cost for fertilizers. This is very simple, okay? Here I am already said all the sums are continuous sums. Okay? If you made any mistakes in calculating the value of urea, MOP or TSP, then the cost of urea, MOP and TSP also wrong. Okay? Calculate it clearly when you are calculating it for the first time. I think you may be provided with 1.5 hours for these calculations. The calculations are very easy and you can use your calculators. Okay, better to bring the calculators or otherwise we will provide. And you can use the calculators, but when you're doing the calculations are very easy. But the problem is you should not make any mistakes in the middle if you want the full marks for the final answer. Okay, the final one. Final assumptions. Assumption for the manpower. Labor requirement. Crops 2 men per hectare. For livestock also we may need 2 men. But for paddy, we need 5 men for 10 days per season. Manpower cost per day is rupees 600. And all manpower can be used for minor works and farmer and his family also work. Okay, here total manpower for crops. So here 2 men per hectare. For 1 hectare, we can use 2 men. And there are 2.5 hectare. This is, we already calculated the area for the crops. So that will be multiplied by 2. The answer is 4.5. Okay. Actually, we can't give as 4.5 because is 4.5 man is possible? No. So that answer should be 5. Here you can't give 4 as the answer. Sometimes you may think why I can't give 4.5 as 4. No, always you have to increase the labors. Okay, if it is 4.5, you can't give as 4. You have to give it as 5. And manpower for livestock is already 2 men. This is assumption. Straightly, the assumption is included here. Total manpower is 7. That means for crops, we need 5 men. For livestock, we need 2. So total manpower for farm is 7. And separately, for paddy, there is an assumption 5 men for 10 days per season. So there are 5 men and 10 days. And there are 2 seasons, and the salary which we are giving to the labor is rupees 600. So for paddy, we are spending 60,000 for the manpower. And other than the paddy, we need 7 persons for the farm. So 7 persons into 600 rupees, that is the salary, per day, that has to be multiplied by 365 days in order to get the cost for the man for both farm. Farm means for maintaining the both crops and livestock. For paddy, it is different, okay? So when we are calculating the manpower, we have to add both for the paddy as well as for the farm. Again, I am saying, explaining this, total manpower for the crops. The data is 2 men per hectare. We need 2 men to maintain 1 hectares. There are 2.5 hectare crops, okay, which we already calculated. So the answer is 4.5. We have to round off it to 5 men. Man for the livestock maintenance is 2 men. So we are straightly giving the assumptions here. So the total manpower for the farm. Farm means it is including both crop and livestock. 7 men is enough. Paddy manpower cost 5 men per 10 days per season. In 1 season, we need 5 men for 10 days. So there are 2 seasons and the salary which will be given for the laborers is 600. So 5 men into 10 into 2 into rupees 600. That is totally 60,000 for the paddy only. And for the farm, there are 7 men and the wage for 1 day is 600 rupees. and there are 365 days. So we have to multiply it and we have to add with the paddy to get the answers for manpower per year. So this is total income and total expenses. Okay. Which one is higher, income or expenses?
Income. Income.
Okay, good. Income is higher than the expenses. So that means profit or loss?
Profit.
Profit. Okay, very good. Profit. So with this, all the practicals of for the animal production is over. Okay, Avarjana Gal Kamua. Okay, profit. Thank you so much. But I just want to make it clear whether you understood or not. Because in my case, I finished the India syllabus within the time. So my duty is over. But if it is wanted to be completed, you must understand everything. It was a great shock to know that I earlier asked you one question that is about the concentrates and roughages. That is very, very basic things and you didn't answer it properly. If it is 65 people and if it's 1 or 2% answered wrongly, that is okay. And there are 112 people now and only 2 or 3 people answered correctly for a basic questions. And okay, no problem. Anyhow, I'm going to repeat the session again. I will start from the first practicals and I will end up with the calculations because I already finished the syllabus within the time. So now it's 2:49. Okay. And when I'm again doing the lectures or practicals, if you have any doubt, you can answer. And I will finish the revision section very fast. Okay. Because I want to start the presentations. I prepared the term paper titles for the group 2 only. I will give the term paper titles for the group 2. And one group consists of 3 members, except the final group only can have 4 members. Okay. Okay. And I said it is 1 hour class. So I will finish up here. If anyone have any doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, you can leave. And you have class, okay? And even though I finished my lectures, I will not give my class to anyone else. Okay? So I will also take the Thursday class. Sometimes I'm not sure about that. I will talk and decide with K. Dhanush sir and tell, okay? So your next class may be Thursday or sometimes it will be Tuesday. Okay. But from the next Tuesday onwards, the class will be normal. Okay, I will take the class of only one group. Okay, I can maintain the both groups, both participants. I have the capacity, but the problem is when we are doing the calculations, I can't see the answers of everyone. That's the problem. Okay. And there's no fault with the rep. I also had been a representative when I was in 3rd year. So I know it's tough to maintain the schedule. Okay. There's no problem with Samina or Abhishant. It's okay. Just leave it. And this is my final practicals. I finished it successfully, but I will again start and do the revisions. Okay. You can leave now.